Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
See, no one has balls. No one has the balls to say the real deal.
Black Word Today.
Yes, y'all is the one and only. Get up.
You are poor.
Hello, everybody.
Black Word Today.
Just hours ahead of midnight deadline to fund the government, a high-stakes standoff in the Senate is making the prospects of a government shutdown even more likely. The Senate convened Friday without a clear path forward on how to fund the government, with Democrats demanding more progress on the deal for DACA, deferred action on childhood arrivals, while some Republicans, frustrated with the spate of month-long spending bills, are likely to block the current proposal on the table, which would keep the government running for another 4 weeks. In the midday development, President Trump invited Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer to the White House for a meeting. Afterwards, Schumer indicated there was no deal yet. We had a long and detailed meeting. We discussed all of the major outstanding issues. We made some progress, but we still have a good number of disagreements. The discussions will continue, said Chuck Schumer. Friday afternoon, Trump tweeted about the meeting. When the day began, the president signaled that a shutdown was possible. Government funding bill passed last night in the House of Representatives. Now Democrats are needed if it is to pass in the Senate. Democrats want DACA in. Trump said no. They can't come to agreement on how the DACA, if the DACA can go in. And the terms, it's just the terms of the budget that they're fighting over. Also, is Trump still trying to put the wall in this bill? Do tell. House Whip Steve Scalise's office told members to remain flexible in case the Senate passes a spending bill that differs from the House version. The House would need to pass it before it could go to the president's desk for a signature. Mitch McConnell does not have the votes to pass the spending bill that would fund the government until February 15th, extend the low-income children's health insurance program, you guys know that is CHIPS, for 6 years, and suspend some Obamacare taxes for 2 years. McConnell's office said the GOP leader was coordinating with the White House on all developments, including Schumer's White House meeting. So it's at a standoff, people. This government shutdown is at a standoff, and we are, I've been looking at it all week, basically. And I think some people don't understand what the shutdown entails. So let me first tell you, explain what will happen if there is a shutdown, okay? So we can take the mystery out of this, okay? Social Security will not be touched. You still get your Social Security payments. That is automatic, all right? Military. The active duty military will remain on the job. Military operations, unfortunately, military operations like in Afghanistan will continue, but training missions may be curtailed. So when they say, oh no, this is going to hurt our military, what they mean is they won't be holding training, they won't be holding as many training exercises. Mail delivery will not be impacted. Mail system runs on autopilot and has its own funds, should I say. All right. Travel. Air traffic controllers, transportation or TSA workers, and customs and border protection agents remain on the job, and travel will be mostly unaffected. National parks, unlike in the past, they will not close down this time. Legislation. Congress will continue to operate as they work to end the shutdown, although the Capitol may be open to tours. Fear not, lawmakers will continue to receive their pay, although some lower-level staffers may not. Federal agencies, most federal agencies will be closed, like the Department of Education, the EPA, and the IRS, although some of their essential functions will continue. So IRS, what? The IRS going to close? Oh, Oh, well, there is a bright side in all of this. But yeah, they'll still keep track of what we owe them, though. They're gonna make sure that computer system is running correctly, though. I know that. They may not be in there, but they're gonna make so the people that really get hurt by government furloughs are government workers, right? Because they get furloughed, and when you're furloughed, you don't get paid, right? Right. So that's who gets hurt by this. And if you hurt government workers, what are they unable to do? Well, besides they become unable to pay their mortgages. Besides, they become unable to keep their cars running. They also can't buy a lot of stuff. Now, it's hard to buy stuff, spend money if you're not making money. So, yeah, it's not a good look for workers. But, and as I did a rant earlier, and in that rant, I told him, I said, look, we elect Congress. We select our congressmen and women to go do a job for us. When you have this type of issue where it seems like Congress can't get the job done, well, wouldn't it be fair to say, why don't y'all just come on home and we just put some new people in the jobs? I mean, let's have some backup players. Shouldn't we be able to go to another string, like second string or third string? Maybe we can get the water boy out there to play. I mean, since, obviously, you guys can't seem to get the job done. You can't work together. And then it's funny how they act like they're at each other's throats, but we know they hang out and kick it with one another. Y'all are friends. Stop trying to make this fantasy world where you're good versus evil. It's not true. You guys hang out with each other. You know each other. Most of you came up with each other in this system. Hanging out. Now they want to act like they're at each other's throats. I stand by it. I believe they're there for big money interests. They're there for their donors because in our corrupt system, you got to spend a lot of money to run. It's not all their fault, but it's their fault to a large degree because you got to have some ethics. And at the end of the day, the bottom line is this. If we send you to Washington to do a job and you do not do the job, we should be able to say, you're fired. What? How many of you can keep your job if you didn't do your job? What if I just can't get it done. I can't get the job done. Well, guess I got to get somebody that can. Nobody take pity on you if you couldn't get your job done. Their job is to govern. They're unable to govern. So we get some other people in there. They couldn't do any worse, right? It's already ineffective. How much worse could they do?
Here's what I want you all to do for me.